Hello everybody, we will be starting very soon. We're just giving people the time to join the queue, and then we are going to get stuff done. So if you're in queue and you don't wanna stay here and wait the 10 minutes, just go away and we'll try and send you a message when we're all ready to go, guys. So join on Twitch, and if you want to participate, and we are going to let you know when we're ready. We're almost there. We're just finishing up a couple of things, guys. This is what happens when you are a one-person act with no support system at home. You have to do it all by yourself. So it takes a little bit of time. And be aware we ban trolls on the spot. So if you're a troll and you're putting idiotic emotes and stuff like that in the chat, you will be banned. Just be aware of that. Hi, beautiful people who are out there. Here we are, finally. All right. All right, so we actually have the space for relaxity is actually, I've already done that, so it was actually to keep a space for someone else. So I'm gonna start. Again, people, I am trying to raise money right now for animals. On my other streams, I'm raising money for vets who are disabled. So the dedicated ASMR channel where we do interesting forms of ASMR, but we have a lot less triggers and stuff going on like this one, because if you know me, you know I like a concert when I do all kinds of stuff. So I'm just moving the energy to get it right. I did it before, but I always like to just double check. So for those of you who don't know me very well or at all, who have heard bullshit from other idiots out there, I do guidance readings usually for subs. I always do them whenever they come in, they want it, I have time, I do it, no problemo. So if you're a sub, if you're someone who has donated, you know, anything, like when you can use your channel points. So whether you are on the Fluoride channel or on the Soulmate channel, whether you support one or the other, it's fine. I will still service you, you know, as a sub. So that's a little extra thing I do. Sure, you're always welcome to donate to both channels if you wish. I mean, it's going in the same pot. It's just I wanted to have a channel for ASMR because I tend to do a lot of different things, and as you can hear on this channel, I love concerts. My brain needs a lot of sounds and things going on at the same time to focus on, to truly relax and reach that kind of relaxation where I basically almost let go of, you know, all my innate need to always perceive the field. So you relax, but you're always, you know, checking the field. So what helps me the most is having all of that going on, because then it's when I really am able to just bring it all in and, you know, focus 100% on what I'm doing. So there are many different brain types, and we try and honor them all in here. But we all tend to create content and stuff for, you know, our brain type. It's a natural thing. So in this journey of mine, that's what I've been focusing on, trying to create stuff that can work and help different people and different brain types. And my brain type clearly needs a lot of stimulation when it comes to certain things. This is not when I have a migraine, then I'm actively stupid and really I cannot even stand up. So, you know, existing is kind of a problem in those moments. But generally speaking, otherwise, I just, you know, I do a lot of things at the same time. Yes, if it requires very high attention, I will do just that one, most likely. But hearing a lot of sounds has always helped me to really reach that focus level that otherwise people with PTSD or people who have been, you know, since in fetus basically threatened, their life has been threatened, they tend to have a harder time focusing on just one thing. And so we all need different paths to do that. I found mine. I hope you find yours if you have the same problems. This is the stream for you if you're looking for a place where, you know, you don't have to feel odd. We're all a little odd in here. And other than that, I'm going to so for my subs, and you know, I have paying clients sometimes and stuff like that, so they know that they can get me through Discord. It's really easy. I am on Telegram, but it's not yet as fine-tuned as I want. And everybody seems to be on Discord, so hey, I just try to make it easy. I do use Zoom for my own private sessions because I find it's more stable when you stay longer times. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing right now. I do, you know, readings on stream. I'll show the cards, but you don't know who it is for, and I write it for them rather than speak. So I try and make some ASMR sounds along with other things. Then let me see who's next on the... So Apollo, if you're... It's Apollo, right? Apollo 1 WW. If you are there, you're gonna be next. It's probably gonna be, I don't know. If you want to leave, I can whisper you. Let me know if you already left. I can still whisper you. I usually try and reach the people anyway. I am not as busy, so it's okay. If I am busy, then, you know, some things become harder. But I try and do what I can, basically. I'm not... Making money is absolutely great. Sorry. Dog's going nuts. I obviously want to make money and do whatever I can, since, you know, the COVID narrative has stopped a lot of us from living our life, unfortunately, and you know, here we are. So some of us have had a hard time moving through because, you know, we don't have bikini streams, and that's what most people want, it seems. So there's nothing against it, it's just, you know, I'm not a performer and I'm not interested in performing. What I have been trying to do is bring the healing and the different modalities that can help people here and make it somewhat engaging, but still, you know, I'm not a performer. So that's the difference, and that's where I find it's harder to really grow a lot, because most people want a show, right? And that's where, like in musicians, you can see the best musicians out there, and if they're not geared toward entertainment, they don't have as many people. If they can look good and not be as good technically or in any other way, and they'll have more viewers than people who are awesome and are pearls, you know. So that's the world we live in, and because I am almost 50, I have seen different stages of this insanity, and I find it really interesting. I still think there's lots of room to grow. In fact, probably the most stable and you know, wholesome content will be found among the people who are, you know, of a certain age, even though there's lots of younger ones who can also do it, obviously. But I find a lot of young, I'm just really into the bikini stream, the brainless, you know, yeah, video games of course and all that stuff, but not so much into the music and the healing and, you know, all that. It grows, but again, it's always based on how you look and how you're perceived, right? Not the quality of who you truly are, what you bring to the table. And you see it a lot in musicians. I mean, it's really apparent. But it's good that they're trying to change that, so I'm really glad about that. Because music heals, and that's the other thing. So the way I read my tarot is, and oracle cards, you know, I have all kinds of different stuff because, again, I like variety. I use them because as a Reiki healer and someone who... Healer means that, you know, we just put your body in a state of relaxation and, you know, it's kind of a term that is often, misleading, but that's what people understand. So that's why we use that. And as someone who has been doing this kind of stuff for a long time, and someone who is naturally a protector and a healer, I tend to try and use whatever comes in my life to make a positive impact, even when to the untrained eye it seems like it's negative. It's okay. Many people are not very expert in direct experience in a lot of stuff, so they don't understand the angle you're going at, but that's okay. Our work works, and theirs doesn't so much, so I think the proof is in the pudding in the end. When we help people, we help them, and they move on and they feel better, and that's all that matters. And that's because they are the ones in the driver's seat, always and foremost. It's not about our ego, and it's not about being great healers, because that shit doesn't exist, guys. It's only about taking your own perspective in things and ideas and putting them aside, because in that moment you're just a channel for the person who is there, who is momentarily out of tune or not in tune enough to listen to it for themselves, or maybe they simply just have to go somewhere else, because we are all meant to help each other. That's how it's really designed. Now, not everybody will be in our life, because sometimes, our energy just don't match in this lifetime. If there are more, up to you. Again, my points of view on all of this doesn't really matter. It won't affect the reading whatsoever. But what I always like to tell people is, as you see my sister Karma there on the screen, yeah, that's me. I just joke about this shit. I'm tapping on the meridians of the body. So if you don't know tapping, all you have to do is follow that video basically and just roughly tap. When I'm tapping, you tap very lightly. If tapping bothers you, you can just touch and breathe. If touching bothers you, you can just fake touch, okay? Just be near it, but don't touch the skin. It will work just by watching the video as well. So the main point is the karate chop, which is obviously on your karate chop. And if you don't do anything else but that, that will help you alone to actually achieve much better health and so forth. And the way it works is it just relaxes your brain, and it tells your brain there is no threat, relax. And so instead of pumping out stress hormones, your adrenal glands and so forth, they start, pumping out relaxing hormones, because there is no threat. And so when you're going through a stressful moment or anything in life, let's say someone is being mean to you or giving you a reading that is scaring you a lot and shaking you up somehow, if you are tapping, you keep yourself regulated and grounded. And so no matter what the intention of the reader is, usually it's to help you, but there are some that use scare tactics. Yes, I have a lot of friends who have gotten many readings for a long time in their life, and they've come across a lot of different people, so I've got a lot of interesting stories about that. But I've noticed also when I was on an app reading, trying it out, and I noticed that a lot of people were actually doing that, and I thought, that's pretty sad, because they get more clientele coming back, right, in that way, because obviously they're not empowering them, they're disempowering them, and so these people feel that they need to go to them all the time to get answers. Well, my whole goal here is to actually share with people how they can get their own answers at the end. And so you are always welcome to come and get readings when I'm on and available. However, what I'm into is giving people the chance to become independent without making a big fuss about it, like a lot of them do, and finding the answers that truly can help you in that moment get where you need to go. But if you are looking for, those kind of readings that will give you, answers that you're supposed to find yourselves, those are not the readings I do, unfortunately. You need to go somewhere else for that kind of stuff. So if you're someone who is looking for self-empowerment and finding a way to balance your inner forces and inner parts, and literally get back into your own ability to work and co-create with universe, then yes, you're in the right place. If you want to have someone who gives you the answers and literally does the work for you, I'm not even able to do that because that's not the way I work with universe at all. So when I ask certain questions, if that question you ask is not meant to be answered, it just simply won't come up. And even if I did see it, I would be probably instructed not to say anything because it's disempowering to do so. And I am truly here to help, not to be that rich, egotistical, fake healer that claims to be here to help you, but yet somehow got, to become rich by scaring people and making them believe that she is special or he is special and you cannot do what they do because blah, blah, blah. Not at all. So I do have a lot of direct experience with a lot of things. I use tarot as a tool for the healing journey in people. That's where I'm very different from other people because my focus is always and has always been on just helping others find their own inner balance through this very gentle and non-imposing ways. And Reiki, EFT, all the stuff that I use cannot be imposed upon you unless you give permission and you take part in it. It won't affect you in any negative way at all. So even positive, because if you send Reiki to someone who doesn't want it, they simply won't get it. And you're not using your own energy, unlike many idiots who don't know about this stuff claim. I call them idiots because when you effectively go out of your way to talk shit about stuff you don't know anything about, you are an idiot. That's why. And I met many of those out there, unfortunately, and they do the same thing with EFT techniques, not knowing shit about them at all. So unless you have 10 plus year experience in something, or a good amount of years direct experience using this stuff, shut up, you don't know anything about it. You haven't tried it for long enough, you haven't learned probably the correct way, and that's why it didn't work for you. Or maybe you're just not interested in really helping people. All you want to do is make tons of money and you don't want them to be independent. So yeah, keep on hating on people who are really here to help others and keep on talking shit behind their back. Karma will get you, not us. It's not our problem. But this shit goes on everywhere. Realize this. So when you tap on your karate chop point, no matter what their intentions are, they will not affect you negatively. And even if they have great intentions and they make a mistake, maybe they're picking up a message for someone else. It's really easy to do after all. Right now it's an energetic shit show out there still, so I'm not surprised about that. So guys, self-regulate always. You are the center of your own healing. Take charge of your own health and you will lead much better and happier lives. And with this being said, now I've explained at length what this is all about. If you have more questions, you can always put them in the chat. Once again, let me remind you of one thing. If you are trolls, you're gonna be banned on the spot, and bans are final. And unlike some people who, ban you because you say something they don't agree with, that's not what it is about. If you're a respectful person, you're always gonna be welcome here. No matter who you are, your credo, we don't care. We can talk about anything. Just be respectful. If you're an asshole, you're banned. And no more bad words, yes. We use bad words sometimes because they are very direct. And they're a good way to also shake people who are stuck in their own way out. So we use different techniques as we do our work, and we put them all together. And I say we because whoever works with me usually is the same way. We do use a lot of sarcasm as well because, when you are surrounded by jerks, it really does help. You can either get mad or you can learn to transmute that shit into good stuff, So, nobody yet today, amazingly. I just put it out there before people, there's too many trolls, too many bots. A lot of them are bots. You do see them a lot more on the e-girls platform, channels. Alright. What a card to start with. That's very interesting, actually, that would be there. So when I do readings for people privately, or, you know, some people don't want to have the reading said out loud in the chat, you know. I do it privately. On Twitch, I like it so much because also you can whisper. So I do have the whispers open. Again, I will block you right away if you're an asshole. So I don't care if people do that. If they bot whisper me, that would be funny. But yeah, generally speaking, you can whisper me. It should work because I double check again today because someone said they weren't able, and you should totally be able to whisper. Okay. But I do that because I understand not everybody wants to share their business. I can't blame you. I mean, it's pretty private. I don't think anybody would be able to find who you are unless they're able to hack and do shit like that. If they're idiots like me, technologically speaking, I can't believe I am streaming, you know? So that's why I take forever to learn shit. And then I see where stuff is and I forget. Oh god. But I am very stubborn. Like, you know, I stay with things even for years. So eventually I do learn. Yeah, you absolutely can. After this one, I'll be more than high. I think you're the next in line, Apollo. If you don't want to stay in here, it's probably gonna take 10-15 minutes, maybe less. I don't know. Sometimes it depends on the person. But I can always whisper if you want to go somewhere else. But you're more than welcome to stay. I'm just gonna type this out, so you know, it's not gonna be a lot of other noise. So if you also want to have it more privately, you can do that. That's what I'm saying. I'm a bit slower today because yesterday I had a really bad migraine, and then the people I live with are not very kind, and on top of that, you know, try to really rile me up, and unfortunately they are like my family used to be, so it's really triggering on a deep level, and it really, today I'm still sort of feeling, you know, what happened yesterday with the migraine, and it's always a stomach issue now. I have non-migraines because hypnosis works that well. Like, we were able to, after a life of migraines, about 4 years ago, we did one session of hypnosis, and we were able to stop the head pain like it used to be. So right now it's like, you know, your head feel a little buzzy, but everything else that a migraine gives you, I still have, unfortunately. I don't get them very often, but I used to get them every other day. So right now I'm doing so much better. It's unbelievable. However, maybe it's because I'm not used to them as often now. I take so much to feel better sometimes, and today I still feel, so I'm just slower. That's the only thing I've noticed. Like, everything else is fine. I'm very sorry about that. You'll have to be patient. But usually when I do tarot for other people, really helps me feel better. What the magic of helping others, you know, or trying to do something kind for others. That's how I don't like the idea of helping because then people feel like they owe you something. No, that's not what I mean, guys. Just be aware. I'm doing the reading, yes. Are you home already? Or are you taking a break from work? I have to watch and not to write in the wrong chat. Those are real birds outside, guys. They're going nuts. you didn't have to work today. Nice. So, I'm almost done, but I'm still I have to finish a couple things here, guys. Then I'm all yours. If you want a reading, get in line, Chris. And yeah, I'm doing a charity for the animals on here, and on the Fluoride channel, I'm doing it for the vets who have, who are being hurt, to help them with, whatever they may need. They don't have the ones I like Soy Dog, stuff that I know is really good charities. They have a lot of the cult ones, I see. But I haven't researched them enough, so, some of them seemed better, so. These guys are trying to end all kinds of animal, being killed in the US. They're all US charities, obviously. But they seemed good, so I'm all for that. That's what I've been saying forever, so. All right, I think for now, if you have other questions, if you're there watching, go ahead and ask. But I'm just using the Blue Yeti right now. I'm letting the system chill. I don't need it right now, all the other stuff. I'm kind of glad that it makes everything so hot when all of it is on. And I only have like 3 mixers. I mean, it's really not a lot compared to what the serious... When you see some musicians, they have like a fucking whole wall of this shit. It's like, oh my god. How can you, like, if you go and check out Ken Templin, he teaches how to sing. He is pretty famous guitarist, I guess, as well. And this dude, man, he has a sound room, of course. It's like, so dope. But you look at his freaking, it's like equipment everywhere. Of course, he has air conditioning. I think he's in Arizona now or something. Alright, we're gonna... Apollo, are you there? Are you there? Let me see if I can see you. Sometimes you can't see people. It really depends. Gotta... I just whisper at people when they don't answer in chat, if I can. But if Apollo is busy, it's fine. We can go on and we'll do Chris. Let's see if you're getting lots of money and you mamacita. So are you ready? Did you prepare the lot for me? I'm gonna sell all my shit. I'm gonna get one of those little vans things, and then me and my dogs are gonna smuggle in and come in clandestine living with you. How about that? Oh god. I'm serious though, I'm gonna do something like that. I'm gonna get rid of most of my furniture and shit that I don't need. I wanted to build it myself, but it's kind of a dream at this point. I think my best option is to try and find some kind of way to, you know, downsize and live super simply, and basically the furniture mostly. Gotta get the hell out of. I want to get out of Canada personally. I'm just so fed up with this bullshit. With all the problems we have, that idiot Trudy keeps fucking wasting money on bullshit. Trudy Castro, as I call him. Some people call him Turdo Castro. I think that's hilarious too. I call him Trudy because he makes him sound like the little, you know, weak person he really is. But yeah. It's a bit disappointing moving from Italy to here to find yourself in the same crappy position in the end, right? In a place where justice just doesn't exist. But it's the whole world, it seems, today, right? That's a bad realization I think we all had. That the whole world sucks. My grandma used to say the world is round. What comes around goes around. Alright, let's go. Alright, so if you can be a little more specific, and do you just want, you know, you can ask what you just, if there is something you need to know right now that you should pay attention to. The more precise the question, the better the answer will be, and the better chance we have to get that answer. Otherwise, I will just give you very kind of, you know, stuff you already know. Well, you already always know it, but it's how it comes back. It's quite funny, actually. And I don't know if it's other readers go through the same thing. Sometimes I hear them say they do. For me, even with the pendulum, if we ask a question that you're not meant to know, it's like giving you the runaround in the weirdest way. It's quite entertaining, actually. It's like they're trying to get you to find the answer without telling you the answer. It's very funny, which is a good thing. It's how it's meant to be, really. You know, but yeah, no, take your time. I don't think Chris is in a rush. He's gonna stay here and hang out. Come on. Today I don't have Mr. Sadness at home for another few hours. You gotta take advantage of this. It's so much nicer when we leave with people who are not toxic, you know, and who are able to work as a team rather than work against you. Yeah. Life can be so much easier. And to me, I'm like a dog in that way. Dogs don't care if you're rich or poor. They just care that the environment is happy. And I'm like that too. If, you know, as long as it's clean, I don't care if it's, you know, poor looking in a way, right? Like simple, however people want to call it. But I do have to have that energy, and I've really reached a point in my life where I'm like, seriously, I'm done now. I gotta find a way to be good with money so I can get the fuck away from all this negativity around me. So I keep telling people, before you think you have mental issues, people, make sure you just don't have assholes around you. Because a lot of times that's the case. And then when we have assholes around, you know, always being assholes with us, we will externalize it somehow. A lot of times we get sick. It's usually to do with patterns from childhood. So for me, that's what's going on, right? It's a very old pattern. And those are hard to break because they're so solidified inside of you. But thank you, COVID, for making it so much better. COVID narrative, let me say it correctly. I love it. But one of the things I can do, though, to get you started is I'm gonna pick my universe postcards. Hey, maybe that'll work for you. So, also, if you guys tap on the karate chop point like I do in that video, you know, you can tap, hold it, massage it. 3 to 5 minutes of that will boost your immune system and will bring you out of being triggered in flight or fight. So a lot of times when we're triggered in flight or fight, we don't even realize it. If the trigger is really deep, like for example, you know, I speak about my problems because then I don't speak about other people's problems, you know. It's easier in that way also. I'm more versed when it comes to explaining stuff. I can relate better to that, and in that way I don't expose anyone. So just by mistake, you know, you never know. But when you look at patterns and stuff and how people have a hard time breaking them, the earlier the pattern happened, the harder it is to break it. So it's kind of like part of your nervous system when it happens really early at a young age, because it's accepted without, you know, asking question, because we don't have that part of the brain that can discern between something like, oh, this is me, this is not me. So as long as someone is in a position of authority around you, and you'll basically drink it like Kool-Aid, and then it becomes part of you, you forget about it because that's how our brain works, and it affects your whole life without people knowing, and then people think they're crazy, or, you know, they just want to be victims. No, it's just how the brain works. So when we tap, we basically break all those cycles, and we can break them in real time. And that's why I have the tapping video going, is mostly so when I give you a reading, because we're all just people, if I say something that can trigger you, like some words may trigger some people with PTSD or complex PTSD, or just even, you know, people who don't have that, but some words may trigger you. So instead, if you have a tapping video going, the person has a better chance to just stay relaxed. And also, you tune into your own messages that are meant for you, regardless of what the other person is doing. And it's freedom. For me, giving people the freedom to be independent and healthy is what matters the most. Because in my life, it would have helped me a lot if I had this, you know. I would have seen things without giving a shit about a lot of stuff I shouldn't have, but I cared about. And a lot of people who fool me, who, be mindful, they were my family, right? So you trust them blindly. I wouldn't have done certain things, right? And tapping allows you to be that. So yes, while they're still children, they still have a hard time to see, but they can still get benefit, for example, from this, to calm themselves down and bring themselves to center. So this is a powerful thing to do. So if you have problems centering and focusing and allowing, you know, your brain to just be relaxed, tapping is one of those ways you can always rely on. 3 to 5 minutes, that's all it takes. That's what the science said. So obviously the longer you do it, the better. So to tune into, you know, I would just, you know, just try and tap on the karate chop point, and that's it. You don't have to think about anything. That will usually also allow you to ask questions that are really real questions, because when you're tapping, you're so centered that, you know, you will be able to truly access the intelligent brain and always just bring forth what's truly needed. It's quite amazing. I mean, I have never found anything else that works so well and fast for stuff like anything to do with, you know, trying to center ourselves. But let's see, I think this one, like in the video, if you're watching the video, those are the tapping points, but the first place would be the karate chop. But this is the universe. I asked the universe if you have anything to know that you need to know. He says, dearest you, as you think, so will you experience life. Thoughts are the powerful and they need minding. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so they serve you or get released instead of wreaking havoc. So again, if you tap, all of this will be much easier to do, by the way. And you can think whatever you want when you tap, because as you tap, you're literally self-regulating. So if you have really negative thoughts, that's fine. You can voice them. You can go as negative as you need. And tapping will just allow you to basically calm yourself down. As you tap, you're using tapping is like acupuncture or acupressure on your meridians of the body. So you're effectively physically telling your brain to calm down. So you will calm down if you keep tapping. You can also just touch and breathe, by the way. You don't have to tap, and you can go very light. You can also just watch the video and hold your karate chop. That will work too. So it's very versatile the way people can use it, because some people have fibromyalgia or they're really in pain and tapping hurts them, or people who have been raped. You know, certain things can trigger you, right? So you can use it in different ways. But this is what will take you from being scattered mentally, emotionally, to being centered. And it's really simple, it's really easy to do and learn, and you can apply it anywhere. So even if you were to tap on your karate chop point, which is the place you always want to start with, because that's where you ground, that's the grounding place. It's literally like plugging in a plug with the ground. Nothing shady will happen. You will always just be able to self-regulate. That will allow you to center. And when you're centered, all your problems will be solved easily, because you will be able to look at them with your intelligent brain instead of being triggered in flight or fight, which it just makes you use the reptile brain. And you're using nothing almost of the intelligent brain. So you can be the most knowledgeable person, but if you are not able to access that information, it's like having software without being able to use it. So this allows you to always use your software no matter what crappy situation you may be facing right now. So when I read this kind of stuff, you know, you need to control your thoughts. You will never be able to control your thoughts. That's impossible. Pretty much, it takes forever, and it's a stupid way to go about it. The real science shows that if you just stop, you're gonna be able to easily bring yourself to center. And then whatever your thoughts are, you will be able to use any negative stuff to propel yourself forward in the positive. And basically, you will be processing all those negative thoughts. So instead of reinforcing them, because when we speak or think about stuff on a rotation, you know, and continuously, we reinforce that neural pattern in our brain. Well, when we tap on it, we're processing it. So that's the big difference between one and the other. That's why personally, if people want to talk about their problems, I am always willing to listen and be there, but only if they're tapping. Otherwise, I tell them, I'm sorry. I'm not enabling you into making this problem bigger inside of you. So, and there's lots of people who will show you the neuroscience in this, but EFTuniverse.org is one of the great places, because he lists all the studies and people who are doing studies. So if you guys are interested in that, go there and knock yourselves out. It's awesome. Anyway, then he says, these thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear and often masquerade as truth. Yeah, a lot of people try to pass their own opinions as truth as well. So if you tap, you're actually going to get out of fear, because when you tap, you ground. When we are in fear, it's because we're trapped in our brain The brain is really fear-based. So it's fear-based logic we're looking at. And when we are instead really grounding, we just feel, totally different. So you still have fear, but the fear doesn't block you. The fear actually fuels you. That's where the difference is, I would say. Yeah, the real truth is that essentially all is well. Yeah. Sure. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, accepting, creative, open, so on. Those are the ones we want you to keep thinking, and they have a less frantic quality. They're stimulating in a good way and don't get away from you. How do you keep an inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. That's another thing. When you judge yourself, you can tap on it. I am judging yourself, I'm an asshole. Whatever you want to say, go for it. It all is good. Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love them, love yourself, and then choose the thoughts you want the world to reflect back. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much. This is just general universe card I picked today. So, but if you want your own reading, I can totally type in your private area. It's totally fine. I like these cards because they're very positive and usually they come up pretty good for people. But if it doesn't reflect how you feel, don't worry about it. It's pretty funny. So yeah, Apollo, if you want a tarot reading, let me know. That was just to get you stimulated, get you inspired. It's hard, I know, because I don't go asking a lot of questions, often. I mean, I do, like, if my friends are practicing or, someone has a slow stream, I will be the guinea pig. I don't have a problem with that because I tap when people do readings for me, so it doesn't matter what they say. But, like, I'll process it in the correct way no matter what they do, so, and their intentions. But it's funny because when you try and ask a question, it's like, okay, what question do I ask? We always have tons of questions when we're not on the spot, and then when we have to ask them, it seems to be like not there. How funny is that, right? Yeah, good vibes. I really like that. I almost want to put that on my main channel too. I just like this channel, I mean, not just the fluorite. And I took the rainbow back. Okay, I love the rainbow. Give me a rainbow, baby. But we can let Apollo think if you want, and I can do a reading for Chris while you think. I'll keep your spot there. So, Chris, let's inspire Apollo. What is your question for today? Come on, be a guinea pig. Let's do some entertainment for the chat. Yeah, it'd be nice. Like, I just put $100 because I mean, I rarely get anything myself, and most people don't even know I exist. But they said we can increase that. That's also why I did it like that. You just want to know what the universe has in store for you. Alright, I'm gonna get you a postcard. So chill and real. I'm gonna do two things for you. I want to play a little today. I need to get out of this funk, this one that keeps coming up. It's like, keeps showing itself to me. It's like, I want Chris to see this. I'm not gonna read it though. I'm gonna pick 3 cards for you as well. Let's do some variety here. Toom, toom, toom. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. Shit. They don't want to tell me. They don't want to tell me. Ah. Bastards. Oh, interesting. Oh, Chris. Dearest you, we're a chatty bunch over here, always talking about how to support you in your life's journey. We communicate to you through the language of oracles, dreams, signs, metaphors, and omens. In your life on Earth, however, clarity is in your communication is essential to being understood. You don't speak in symbols, and if you did, you would definitely confuse things. Right now, you're facing a situation in which you're being asked to have integrity, be clear, and learn how to ask your needs to be met. The first step is to admit out loud that you have needs. The second is to ask out loud for them to be met. And the third is to allow the other person, organization, or even us to answer you. When you follow these steps, you can most definitely expect an answer. In your favor? Affirmative, we say. Loving you so very much. Okay, I see. I think you're gonna fucking meet someone. That's what I think, Chris. I think that's what this is about. I think you're gonna meet someone. And it may be another fire sign, but I see air there as well, so maybe a fire sign that farts a lot. I'm kidding. And it seems that it's gonna cause quite a turmoil in your life. Like it's gonna be sort of like end of a cycle and start of a new one. Quite a change. You have needs. Yeah, you got the sugar mama card. I don't know if it's gonna be a sugar mama. I don't know. I think it may be someone who challenges you, but definitely someone who's very independent and doing well. You know. Oh, what should I focus on? That was your tarot question. Okay, I'll do it right after. I'm sorry about that. I'm really sick, you know. You have to spell it out for me. It must be the Italian thing too. Sometimes really, when I have migraines, like I can see my brain glitching between the two languages. It's quite funny to watch for me. Like a part of me is always, you know, witnessing it like, oh, this is so much fun. Not? Yeah, nobody likes to feel like a moron. Like really, sometimes the simplest task, it's like, are you fucking shitting? Like I know which one is right, but your brain is so mangled up. And one of the things is at work, just keep cooperating, keep being cooperative, because that will bring you where you need to go. And I think that thing is also about work. Like if you have something to tell them, even in the future, go ahead and do it, because you know, otherwise they sort of keep trying to push it, you know, and I think they know at this point they can't really pull too much, but yeah. But it's kind of like a journey for you. Like at this point you're sort of like going through what you want to keep and what you don't want to keep. And I think you didn't want before to have much, but now when you meet this person, if you haven't met her yet, I think you're gonna take pretty quick action when you guys, it'll be fast, hot, and it's sort of gonna take you out of surprise. So I'm really curious to see now. And it will be quite fast. I don't think it's gonna be much further in the future either. Oh my god. We're gonna lose Chris. No! I'm kidding. He's always gonna be here. But communication is gonna be key because you guys are gonna be quite different in some things, and this one is gonna give you a hard time. It's not gonna be some pushover kind of chick, so. And air signs, like if she has a lot of air signs, they tend to be quite independent people. So, and if she's a Libra and you do something wrong, they put you in the cold for a long time. So watch out, you heartbreaker. You little Leo. Going around. What did you do for your birthday, by the way? Did I even say happy birthday to you? Because I was thinking about it yesterday or the other day. It was the other day, not yesterday. Yes, I could barely think about much. I did clean the house though. Cleaning and reading tarot usually helps me, but yesterday I was too fucked up to read tarot. You got some wings and that's it? Oh. Alright, now I'm gonna do Apollo and I'm gonna write it in whisper for Apollo. What should you focus on? I'm picking the cards. I have to let them call me. Which deck wants to work with Mama? Ooh, interesting. I was gonna go for a little guy and then this one called last minute. Alright. I haven't christened them today yet, so. Oof, my stomach has said hello. Telling you, my stomach is dying. It's all the bile I've been eating for years. There's nothing like emotional abuse to fucking destroy a person. That's why I love tapping so much. You neutralize it. Yesterday I was tapping a lot, let's put it that way. Spend a lot of times doing self-regulation. Because otherwise... they'll be even worse. Well, that one kept coming up, so I wanted to see what we got here. Hey, just doing a reading, just doing a little impromptu charity stream to, try and feel better. Reading tarot helps me. Just wanted to If you want a reading, I won't get invite. I'm just doing a reading and I'm just whispering it. I mean, I'm typing it in a whisper. Let me rephrase that. That's the sound of the cards. I see in a lot of readings, one of the things I see a lot is people, families, couples, and like stuff happening, like lots of, you know, it's nice. Ciao, 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 come stai? Come va oggi? Come stiamo? Siamo felici? Siamo felici e contenti o siamo... No, 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 no. No, 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 sono infelice. Sempre infelice. La felicità è mangiare un panino con dentro un bambino e la felicità. No. My friend used to sing that silly song, but today we have to be careful with all the pet wars. There was an Italian song that used to go that way, and it just wasn't. Those are not the right words for it. Clearly, they're not. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, oh, oh. Where did Chris go? I'm getting hungry now. It's funny. What am I gonna eat? What am I gonna eat? Boom, 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 see, boom. Yeah, okay, so I forgot to put a polo there. Hold on. Unless, if you have other questions, guys, you can always ask. You know that. C'est bon. I'm so bad at it. Dun 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 dun. Pa pa pa. Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun. Ow, ow, ow. Dun, dun, dun. What is she doing? Oh, not much. Just, you know. I was just waiting a little to see if anyone else was coming in, but the stupid flies are going nuts, like they are the mosquitoes. They are having a feast right now. It doesn't matter if you're wearing long stuff, they go through it. They just love my blood, baby. I'm not the only one though. Like everybody here has been complaining about it. So they get so itchy sometimes. When they get you in the wrong spot, they make your whole hand or wherever they get you swell up. They got a little bit my right finger, I think, yesterday. I could feel a bump, but today it's not as bad. It's like here. Today is better, but still. Apparently it's genes, it's not even... Some people say it's about how much acidity sugar you have, it attracts them. I guess a certain pH would attract them, you know, to... I don't know. You know, I guess it'll get you to be... Yeah, if I'm like working and stuff and I don't have my stream going, I just go lurk in other people's streams and I listen to their stream. Musicians, I mean. And she's really soothing. I really like, because these people are actually skilled as well, you know. I know, like, it's sad when I see all these young musicians who, young or old, it doesn't really matter actually. It's not the age factor, it's more like you can tell that some, you know, like they have a lot of crowd because they are good looking. Like, good looking for what society considers good looking, I mean. It's about looks, not about skill. Or, you know, they're like, oh, thank you. And they're usually younger, right? Because that's when you get away with it more. So yeah, it's pretty funny and sad to see that the very skilled ones who maybe don't look exactly like society would say it's good looks, you know, or maybe look less, you know, they're less, oh hi, I'm so good to see you, you know, like less chummy at first. I mean, I don't know, it's like some people just, but it's also, I think, about being in the front page or not. I mean, that does make a big difference. Because when people start watching you, following you, like, as a musician, I mean, and see you're really good, you know, if they like music, they'll come back just to listen to it, right? That's really why I like music streams, is mostly to listen. But then in the end, you end up hanging out because a lot of their chat is actually really nice. It's really, you know, engaging. I try and avoid the ones who play a lot of, you know, the mainstream stuff because, you know, I don't really support the cult bullshit myself. Like, I used to like U2, for example, right? But, you know, Bono is part of the fucking cult. I mean, we all know, and I love them, but I'm not gonna keep giving you, you know, active money support because that's shit. I'm sorry. And their messages are, you know, cult messages, right? So I prefer supporting the indie streamers, I mean the indie music streamers, I guess, and those who, yeah, do covers and stuff, but they change them, you know, in their own way as well. It's kind of nice to see. I like the alternative. I like covers a lot. Sometimes I like the cover better than the original, actually. So thanks for the original, because otherwise the cover wouldn't exist. But, you know, it's nice. Like, I don't like Journey a lot, for example. I'm sorry, I hope Journey never hears this, get offended. I'm sorry, it's not you. It's just, There's something about Journey that just fucking triggers me. I don't know what it is. I haven't figured it out yet. Like when I hear Journey, is like when I used to watch Al Pacino. You know, there's some people that just trigger you and make you go, yeah. And that's how I felt. I was like, I can't listen to him basically. Well, it's not just. Is it just one person? I don't even know. That's how bad I feel. So there was that one song that I kept playing about Journey on the radio for a long time, and what's it called? I forget. I really do forget. But if I hear it, I know it. All I know is that every time I would just shut the radio off because I couldn't handle it. It was like, oh my god, you just. And it's the way that he sings. It's just how, you know, I don't know what it is. You let it go, that one. And you let it go. I swear, when I would hear, even now, like, I haven't heard it for years and I can't stand it. It's been at least 2.5 years, 3 years, so it's been a long time. But yeah, I just can't stand it. But then I heard Serene, one of the Twitch streamers, she was singing it, and it was really nice. I mean, the words are nice. It's just, you know, sometimes you get triggered. That's okay. There's many people who don't like me, so don't be offended, Journey. You're famous, rich. Probably. I'm guessing. Better off than me, for sure. It doesn't take much. Yeah, I'm doing ASMR because there's nothing going on. It's dead. Completely dead. As usual. Almost 4 years, or it's already 4 years. I'm close to 4 years, I think. So kind of awesome. I'm tired. I've been up for a while. I've been doing all kind of stuff. I'm checking out stuff. I'll wait a little bit. I won't just go away. I just want to give people the possibility to yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to see that too. Trying to figure out this stupid format that doesn't work on Odyssey. I'm unfollowing people. I'm just so tired of bullshitters. There's so many of them everywhere. It's insane. Okay, let's see. Is it working now or not? To see why. I've been listening to a lot of different stream and classical music and all kinds. Unfortunately, then that stuff stays in my brain. And other stuff comes up. It triggers the memory. Oh, thank you for following Kitty Litty 90. That's cute. Meow. I wonder. I wonder how the spoonful will do with the new kitty. She still tries to hurt the kitty here. Yo, Mud Peasy, what's up, buddy? How is it going today? Just doing an impromptu quick stream before I do the other one. I wanted to do some tarot readings. I need to chill out and channel some energy for other people. Make the juices flowing right back again. Florent. That's right, baby. Florent. Ooh. The Ace of Air keeps coming up. It's like the truth, the truth, the truth, the truth. Good. About fucking time. When the truth comes out, lots of people will be really, really paying the price for what they did. It's about time. Alright, I think I'm gonna stay on for another 10 minutes. So if anybody wants a reading, jump on the list there. I will do a reading for you, and then I think I'm gonna call it quits on this channel. Because I need to eat something, and then I have to get ready for the other stream at 1:30. A little bit of a ASMR on the Fluorite channel until I find a better time, better suited. I mean, the reason why I do it Monday to Friday during the day is because my roommate takes it upon himself to make noise as much as possible when I'm streaming ASMR, and as you can tell right now it's pretty quiet. But when the school kicks in less than a month now, it's gonna be quite noisy because of the kids, so I'll have to find a new time anyway. So Maybe I'll just move it back to the early morning and we'll see. Because at night, I'm usually pretty tired and I don't really want to stay up at night. I need to try and continue getting better, so health-wise, I mean. Yeah, it's kind of a piss off when you live with people who are, you know, your enemy, basically. Pretty sad. Are you streaming yet? You're not streaming yet, no. Traffic. You can hear that they're starting to come back. There's more traffic, a little bit. Summer is almost over, even here. No! It's kind of a lot cooler actually, the temperature today, and yesterday was also quite cool. Is that an emergency? I don't know why it always goes on Ottawa. I thought I set it for where I live. It's like so annoying. There, hopefully now it'll work. Well, it says it's going up to 25 degrees, but I don't feel it right now. But maybe it'll kind of warm up. But it goes down to like 14 and stuff in the night, so it gets really cool here at night. compared to the day, which is very nice because you can sleep a lot easier in that way. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, who's messaging me on Discord? So it's fun. How have you been doing, Malt Peasy? Are you're not working the other job today, are you? Alright, I think we're done here. Seems pretty quiet. So let's not waste time. I'm gonna move a little bit to the just chatting there for a bit. Alright guys, this was great. I'm just going to, there you go, I just set it up for subscribers only because I'm gonna go on the Fluoride channel in about 45 minutes. I'm gonna start the ASMR on the other channel unless something bad happens. You know, like when you go offline and then something goes wrong and you're screwed and you can't get back online. Yeah, no. Let's put a blessing somewhere. Yeah, so we're gonna do some ASMR there. If you're subbing on this channel, don't worry, you can stay here and you can chat. It will appear over there. You can join us there. So if you're a sub, you know, I will, on either channel, you know, I will service you. Anyway, I know I'll have to figure out some ways to I don't know what the hell is going on out there. I was like, what the hell is that noise? That's not a bird. Can you hear it on your hand? I mean end, not hand. No, you can't hear it. Also, I have the jar MP3 going. Yeah, let me turn that up. Nobody needs that right now. What else do I have going? Okay, no, it's good. I have too many things. Sometimes I miss them when I just look. Yeah, I need to streamline, organize again. It's a work in progress, people. Alright, so hey, this was fun. Try and do it more. I am still looking for the right time for the different streams. But, so I will create polls as I stream and see what people think. I finally kind of learned how to create a poll, so it wasn't that hard. I just forgot where I saw them original, and that's why I couldn't remember. And then there was this widget that wasn't working, so, but I don't need it. Now I know where I can go. So I'll see you on the other channel a little later, or you can watch this. I'm gonna post it. And otherwise, until then, let's see. Who could we raid today, guys? Okay, I have not ever quite understood. I like to go on weird, not weird, but streams that are like different things. Let's see. We'll raid Flo today. Florian. He plays well. He's funny. And he can be entertaining. So for those of you who are there, come with me and let's raid him. Alright guys, I will see you on the other.